My name is Hamza Khan, and I'm going to show you a framework on how to practice for an interview in the most efficient and effective way possible. This is part 2 on how to practice for a job interview. If you have not watched the first part of the video, I recommend you watch part 1 first to get an overview of the general interview questions. The link can be found in the description box. Let's do a quick recap. Interview questions come in 3 broad categories. Number 1, general questions. Number 2, behavioral questions. And number 3, technical questions. In this video, I will go deeper into behavioral questions that are asked in interviews. Behavioral questions are usually asked to determine how you would conduct yourself on the job and how you would deal with situations that arise at work. Typically, the interviewer would ask you a question, which is formatted as a situation, and ask you to respond to the situation based on your past experience. The logic is that your success in the past is a positive indicator of your success in the future. The interviewer typically asks these questions to assess certain skills and experiences that relate directly to the job. Examples of these skills are organization skills, problem-solving skills, your ability to work in a team, and your ability to work under stress. It is very important that you answer these questions well, and this will determine whether you are a good fit for the role. Some examples of behavioral questions you may get asked are as follows. Tell me about a time when you handled a challenging situation. Tell me about a time when you made a mistake. What did you do to correct it? Tell me about a time when you were in conflict with a peer and how that situation was resolved. Tell me about how you work under pressure. Give me an example of a time you made a decision that was unpopular and explain how you handled in implementing it. Share an example of how you were able to motivate a coworker, your peers, or your team. Tell me about a goal you set and reached and achieved it. Tell me about a goal you failed to achieve. As you can see, the list of questions can be never ending. So how do you prepare for behavioral questions? In order to prepare for them in the most effective manner, I recommend not to prepare every single question because that will be impossible to do. I suggest you look at your past experiences and target broad storylines that can be applied to multiple questions. For example, an answer to the question of dealing with a difficult team member can also be used to answer the question about dealing with a difficult situation. Similarly, your greatest accomplishment answer could also address how you work under pressure. The key here is that stories should be broad enough and have enough content that they can be modified during an interview to answer multiple questions. I suggest you prepare for at least 3 to 5 broad stories and at a minimum cover the following themes. A story about working in a team with a difficult team member. An accomplishment where you had to go above and beyond and you are proud of. A difficult situation that you had to overcome. And lastly, a story where you were in an ethical dilemma. I suggest you script the answers to the behavioral questions on either a notebook or a computer and continue to refine your script by reading the answers out loud till they naturally flow off your tongue. Next, continue practicing the answers till you have the answers memorized and don't need a script at all. Lastly, ask a friend or family member to ask you the questions so you can practice the answers in person. From my experience, I've observed that you need to practice an answer at least 10 times for it to sound natural and be well prepared. I hope this video helps you to find a job fast. Please check my other videos as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.